Okay, ever since, 4 or 5 years ago, I've known that, well, I choose to believe the Bible. I've decided back then that that was probably the only book I could or should trust and try to figure out exactly what it does say, which is something that's an ongoing, forever process that I haven't even scratched the surface. But the more that I watch the movement grow, especially now that the Behind the Curve documentary and the Logan Paul, all of that crap. But I watched debates for years. The things with Jeranism have been on, and things with Dave Murphy. He's a really good debater. I think I saw one where he was debating some particle physicists, or I don't know, whatever bullshit, astrophysicists, three of them, and they seem like such morons. The more that I research, or the more, I mean, okay, just straight up, am I sure that the earth is not a globe? Hell yeah. It's total nonsense. The more that you actually look into it, the people that don't think it is, or they just look more and more foolish every day to me, because they just seem ignorant not to see it so obvious. It's just, it's nonsense. Anyway, I just, I don't know, it is interesting watching people kind of in real time, couples, and just everyone kind of go through, once they finally do decide to let go of their programming and their, you know, their once they decide to look at it and use their own, their own mind, and decide for themselves what is or isn't true, and actually go out and do real tests. And that's a whole other story about science, and you got to get through that and learn the big deception with that also. But anybody that honestly, unbiasedly looks at the evidence and learns everything, they can, it's obvious, if they still believe they live on a spinning globe, then they have not let go of their program bias. That is absolutely 100% sure. That's the only outcome. I mean, I don't get it. I have a significant other, actually, that he's been in it with me for 4 or 5 years, and I've told him and I've preached, and he's watched things, but he still chooses to believe in space, and he still watches all his space shows and his space movies, and he's addicted to it. He doesn't want to put down his ball, literally. Well, I've never ever done this before. This is like the first thing I've ever done. Sorry about looking at my fish tank there, but I just wanted to see if I could actually speak about how I feel about this in like any type of rational follow along logic, because I do kind of feel crazy here where I live. I don't actually personally know any other people that know that what a joke it is that we live on the spinning ball in space and blah blah blah. But and then I don't know, I feel crazy. They make me feel crazy, like, oh, she's the crazy girl at work. Everybody's like, oh, where's Ilana? She fell off the edge of the flat earth. And I just want to like scream and pull my hair out. But I decided to try this instead, so we'll see.